So hello there. Welcome to Brazil, and Emma, welcome to the MCU.
Big win.
Fist bump.
Yeah. So tell me about Cassandra. Here in Brazil, we have a haircut called calvo de cria. And this haircut is just like this, but this ain't like Cassandra, right?
That's a haircut.
That's a
here?
haircut people
Yeah,
do like for
yeah.
fashion.
By
Yeah, for
choice.
fashion, yes, by
No.
choice.
Like reverse mohawk.
Yeah, but this is not anything like Cassandra.
That is wild.
characterization of the
You missed a trick there, Shawn. Imagine
Yeah,
how
no kidding.
freaky she would have
I'm
been
really
with that.
regretting that we went full bald when we could have gone partial.
What was the question? Just about Cassandra?
Yeah, about
Sorry, I forget. I can't see all I can see now.
the characterization of the character. It's so much like the comic. So how does it help you in performing this villain?
Well, I remember quite early on, I said to Shawn, should I be, reading and taking in everything from the comics, or should I sort of absorb what I can and then what I find useful and then park them and focus on the script and what we need Cassandra to be in this film? And that was very much the sort of
But the look,
the look's very much
the
from
look
the
came
comics.
early. In fact,
Yeah.
the first time Emma and I met, we sat in a restaurant in London, and I showed Emma some panels from the comics, because of course not every actor is going to say, yes, extra
exactly.
long fingers and no hair, please. But Emma got instantly excited.
I did.
And the look does give a performer, I mean, in all characters, it's a really interesting starting point. And I know Emma's physicality, having no hair, having those long fingers, I think it helped bring the character to life.
Yeah, massively. I mean, someone gives you like prosthetic long fingers and it changes the entire way you hold yourself and the way you gesture. And it was very humbling. I couldn't go to the bathroom alone. It was, yeah.
We have a few cameos, we have a few fan services, but Shawn, how?
What do you know? What have you heard?
I know
Are
a
you
few
reading
minutes.
the internet?
You know, like for 40 minutes.
Yeah,
no?
okay, so you know some things.
Some things, yeah. So how do you make this story interesting about Cassandra, about Deadpool, about Wolverine with so much cameos?
Well, for one thing, Ryan and I, we've never even used the expression cameos. We wanted the idea of surprises.
Great.
But we resisted temptation. Yes, you have unlimited access to everything because you're in the MCU. But we always said, okay, that would be a cool idea, but does that make sense in a Deadpool Wolverine story? Does that character or that Easter egg make this story better? And if the answer was no, even if the surprise casting would have been cool, we would say no. The story was driven by Deadpool and Wolverine and all our decisions.
Wanna talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
And Emma, about playing a villain, how was that for you? Will you do it again?
I really enjoyed it. It's not something that I saw on the horizon for me, but sort of had a whole host of challenges with it. You have to, I think, to play a villain, you have to really understand them and figure out what's motivating them to do what they do. I think for Cassandra in particular, she's totally convinced of what she's doing. She's the hero of her own storyline, and that was a lot of fun to play. But look, in terms of playing a villain again, Cassandra, yes, I'd play her again in a heartbeat, but yeah, I think it would have to be someone special, to top this experience.
Shawn, we know the white powder is off the table from Feige, but was there anything that Marvel said, okay, this is off limits, anything else?
That was literally the only one. And we went home and wrote that joke. Literally, it was like the first joke we wrote was Kevin was like, look guys, do whatever you want, but maybe Wade and Blind Al don't have to do cocaine. So we were like, and so now Wade, in our very first trailer, tells the entire world that Feige drew the line at cocaine. No, we kept waiting for limitations. We kept waiting for requests to tone things down, but Disney and Marvel, they really wanted a Deadpool tone, and they empowered us to do exactly that.
Want to do some cocaine?
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
So what about keeping this partnership going? Maybe for another movie, for Avengers, Secret Wars, I don't know.
I don't know. I will say, you literally almost made me choke on my Ricola right there. So thank you. Emma would have had to do the Heimlich. This has been so joyous. Making this movie, Emma and I had a very comfortable and very quickly developing rapport where we really we leaned on each other to find this character.
I think we have a similar way of working.
Yeah,
We're quite
you know,
easy.
like you make your plan, but then you show up and you be open to surprise.
So we had Bye 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 from NSYNC playing. Emma, would you have any song from your personal taste that you would love to hear in Deadpool and Wolverine?
You know, very, very early on, Ryan asked me to create a playlist, which was incredibly eclectic. It had songs from the Matilda soundtrack on it, but also it had Believe by Cher. And I think that was...
Do you believe in that?
Yeah.
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 That did find its way. We have a playlist that's right there on my phone called Logan Pool. And Ryan and I had this playlist that Ryan's been building for years, and then we built it together, and Emma contributed, and Blake
Is
contributed.
that where all our songs went?
Yes.
Ah.
So we have this ever-evolving playlist, and many of those songs ended up in this movie. Thanks,
Please
man.
enjoy
Thanks.
Brazil.
Thank
you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet
Thanks.
you.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.